Tonight it's really, dangerous to even sleep in the car.
Debate over an overnight warming shelter in Edwardsville takes an expensive turn. Why the city is fining the church hundreds of dollars and why the shelter won't shut down.
And snow moved through last night. I'm going over our road conditions and our dangerously cold temperatures.
Theater, yoga, and reenactments. How St. Louis will celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. today.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
All right, wake up, St. Louis. Are you up? And a better question for you this morning. Are you warm?
But actually,
we're waking up in another weather alert this morning because right now it feels like negative 24 degrees out there.
Ooh.
And you can see that dusting of snow we got late yesterday still covering some parts of Belleville Square there. That's a sight to see and something to feel.
it is something to
Something
feel.
to
You
feel.
just said it, Travis. It
Yes.
stings when you walk outside this morning.
It absolutely does. It welcomed you there. Good morning. It's Sunday, January 14th. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Mercedes McKay. Thanks so much for waking up with us. We are in a weather alert day, so we're going to head over to Tracy Henson, who joins us this morning. And Tracy, it is cold, dangerously cold out there.
It is dangerously cold out there. Now, some of us love that sting of the cold on our face. I know I am one of them. I love it. I love it. It's me. I love it. I love it. All right, so we did get a dusting of snow yesterday. Well, more than a dusting of snow. Some areas got about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of snowfall. So with that, no speed racers on the road this morning, okay, guys? Like, let's keep it at or just below speed limit to try to minimize our potential for an accident out there. The Doppler radar view right now is nice and quiet, though. Temperature-wise, oh, it's brutal. You might want to avert your eyes. It's not fun to look at. -5 is our temperature from our weather station here. It feels like -27. Winds are out of the west-northwest at just about 16 miles per hour. So a really incredible wind chill there. Through the rest of our day today in St. Louis, and no, this is unfortunately not the wind chill. This is just the actual temperatures. It'll be windy. We're going to have gusts up to about 25 miles per hour. We're going to make it up into only about 5 or 6 degrees today.
Thank you. Well, today the St. Louis Zoo is closed due to the extreme cold. Only critical operations staff will report to work. Forest Park's other outdoor attraction, Steinberg Rink, has not announced any plans to close. The rink opens this morning at 11.
Tonight it's really, dangerous to even sleep in the car.
Right now, with bitter cold temperatures freezing the bi-state, the city of Edwardsville is penalizing a church for sheltering the homeless. It's a $750 fine per day.
Yeah, in October, the city notified shelter organizers about a special use permit to ensure safety measures were in place there. Our Andy Krall spoke with organizers.
And he has had bilateral amputations. So that has galvanized and animated the Ministerial Alliance to say this should not be happening in our town.
This overnight warming location, or OWL, in Edwardsville was activated for the 4th night on Saturday. However, the city of Edwardsville issued a citation on December 19th due to the absence of a special use permit application. The city claims it's a zoning violation, which means a $750 fine per day for the shelter. The church is refuting that claim, citing a special permit issued in 1969 that allows ministry to the community, meaning it provides shelter to those in need, falls under that mission. OWL organizers and city officials have been in repeated conversations since October of last year, but the city says they have still yet to receive a special use permit application. Some neighbors also opposing the shelter.
I was surprised that there was negative reaction. I thought, I had assumed, apparently wrongly, that people in this neighborhood would have been happy to help the other people in Edwardsville, because these are people that live here. They're not coming from anywhere else. There are people in the community.
The Edwardsville Township Board of Trustees pledged support, approving $1,000 in funds that will be used to purchase an AED and personal protection equipment. The city of Edwardsville says they have not collected any fines and remain committed to working with the OWL organizers. Annie Krall, 5 on your side.
The Edwardsville warming shelter will open over the next few days because of that low temperature out there. Then there's a citation court hearing this Thursday for overnight warming locations. And you can get the Weather First forecast sent straight to your phone anytime by texting the word weather to 314-425-5355.
An important alert this morning for Maryland Heights residents. The non-emergency phone lines at the police department are down right now. The department can't make or receive calls. Thankfully, 911 is still working. The department will send an update when the phone company gets back to them. And today marks 100 days of the Israel-Hamas war. Right now, there's a rally in Tel Aviv that started at 8 o'clock local time last night and will go on for another 5.5 hours. Yesterday, thousands marched on Washington, calling for a ceasefire in Gaza and an end to U.S. aid for Israel. Today in St. Louis, the Jewish community will commemorate the victims and hostages of the war with Hamas. There will be testimony from the parents of a St. Louisan killed on October 7th at the music festival targeted by Hamas. A screening of the new Nova film will follow. Parents, now that film is rated for ages 18 and older. It starts at 6 at the J. Steinberg Family Complex over in Creve Coeur.
In St. Louis, honored the Palestinians killed in the conflict yesterday at a vigil at St. Francis Xavier Church. Volunteers shared poetry, essays, and stories from some of the victims. One speaker shared her family's experience being displaced multiple times over the past 100 days.
It's not just the bombing. There are dozens of different ways my family and the people in these tents are struggling. I'm sharing this story for you to keep speaking out for Gaza and for calling an immediate ceasefire.
Organizers made a banner with the names and ages of many victims and read those names during the vigil. For more coverage of the war when we're not on air, head to KSDK.com or download the 5 on Your Side app.